There.
Yay, we have quite a bit of people joining us today.
Hi, Dad. I see you. You don't have to mute yourself, Dad. You don't have to unmute, Dad. I just want to say hi.
Happy Sunday. Hello, everybody.
Joanna is there. Hi, Joanna.
Joanna, Julie, Delicton Walters.
Okay, we are live.
Hello, everybody, including those who are on Facebook.
Hi, welcome to 7 with Chad Marvie. We are only showing this video now on the Chad Marvie page that has to do with 7.
Yes, the cooking stuff that we do. Okay. Thank you for joining all of us today. It's going to be interesting because we're doing several things. They're quite simple, but there's so many steps to it. Okay, ready? So I wonder where Amika is. So we have one person who will do this the traditional way, which is Amika. And I think she has a lot of other people that she invited to cook with us today.
So maybe we could wait a little bit. Julie and Roy, I think your camera's off, so we can't see your faces.
Okay, so they're perfect. Mika just gave me a message. She's having computer trouble, so she's joining us on Facebook Live. All right. So Dawn and Steve, are we ready? There you go. Julie is here. I can see your sideways.
Your camera sideways, but hi.
Okay. So Amika on Facebook Live, please preheat your oven now. I'm like, my words are gone. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees right now. And then for the rest of us who are doing this, we're going to dive in, okay? And we'll talk a little more later because, like I said, there are certain processes to this with the quinoa that will take longer time. So Joanna and Dawn and Julie, what I need you to do right now is grab your garlic and we're going to cut this crosswise, you know, your whole loaves of garlic, right? So you are going to do the same thing, Amika. So you see how these whole heads of garlic are? We're going to cut them crosswise and Chad will show you how to do that, okay? Here, I don't know if you can see, but he will try to show you. Maybe you can use this camera, Mick. Or this one.
For those of us who just joined us, right? Or maybe you stumbled upon us. If you stumbled upon us on Facebook, what we are doing today is we're gonna teach you how we make quinoa. Okay?
Yes, let's cut the garlic first, and I will tell people more about it.
Okay.
Okay, do you see, Mikhail, can you please spotlight? Dad?
Yeah, it is a spotlight.
Okay.
There.
Perfect.
So it's just horizontal and then...
Okay, so with the skin, the paper skin outside, we're cutting it crosswise, the whole head. Do you see this? There you go. Everybody's going to do this. So there. And then, did you get that? So you will do that with both heads of garlic that you have. Amika, you're going to grab any baking dish that you have and start laying down your garlic up with the exposed meat up, okay? So for us, John, Joanna, we're using our 1 quart to actually roast our garlic, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down.
Garlic number 2.
And then we're going to lay it down on our 1 quart. Go ahead.
Face up?
Yes, now before you do that, try to remove a little bit of the white paper skin outside, okay? We just did not remove it earlier before we cut it crosswise because it will help you like grip all the cloves inside. If we remove the white papery skin earlier, it will be hard to cut this crosswise.
Just this way?
Yes. Just remove the white paper skin and then just lay it down on your baking dish, Amika, or in your 1 quart, Julie and Roy. Okie dokes. And then we're going to roast our garlic in the traditional oven at 350 degrees, Amika, for you, 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes full blown. And what you're going to want to do, you will try to put your baking dish as much as possible the closest position to the top, because that's where you have normally your coil. Okay. So we're trying to cut down on the time of you roasting your garlic. Instead of an hour, you will do 50 minutes. And then for every one of us who's doing the 1 quart, do you see how we're laying this down? We're going to roast our garlic in the 1 quart on our stove top, okay? Starting at medium heat. This is one big difference, okay? Now for our family, we're actually going to do 4 heads of garlic. You know why? The batch that we're making will be 2 of the ingredients that I actually gave you. Oh, I'm making 2 batches of this quinoa. Why? Because I love this quinoa, and the rest of my family, I want to be able to have a lot of it ready for at least like 3 days, because we'll go through this in 3 days easy. There you go. All right. And we're done doing that. We simply put this on the stove top at medium heat, Dawn. All right, or 1 quart at medium heat. And as always, we're going to wait for the clicking sound, and I'll tell you what happens and what we're going to do as soon as we hear the clicking sound of the vapor valve of our Saladmaster.
Okay, so my 1 quart is ready with 4 garlic heads.
Yes.
It's not critical that you remove the paper because it will roast still. Oh, where did it go?
Oh, there. We'll use our stove that's behind us because we don't have enough space. Mikael, can you please spotlight?
We're spotlighted on the main camera now.
Okay. How do I see that here?
There, it's this green square. That's the one that's spotlighted.
Okay.
Yep.
So can I change it and make it bigger? I'm sorry, you guys.
We won't see everybody. If
Okay. Well, I guess it's okay. We're going to try to make do with a very small screen. Okay. So while our garlic is roasting, is everybody on pace?
Can you
Amika?
remind me how much do I put here? What temperature?
Medium heat. We're going to roast our garlic in the 1 quart using medium heat as usual.
Is it fully covered or?
Fully covered.
Okay. There you go. I'm set up. Let me do this.
Okay. Like Steve Lichtenwalter would say, this is cooking on steroids. This is how it's going to be today. Steve, chop, chop. Okay. Perfect. Next. Here's what we're going to do next. While that is roasting, we're going to go straight to our quinoa. Okay. Do you see this? And as usual, we're using our 4.5 quart mini bracer pan. And I love the size of this because that's how I'm going to be able to do 2 batches of this quinoa. Now here, honey.
So are we going to tell them what we're
Everyone who's using the E-asy, what you need to do is preheat your E-asy to 350 degrees right now. Okay? If you're doing your quinoa in the E-asy, please preheat at 350 degrees. Amika, for your stovetop, get a big pan that you can cover, okay? Because you'll be cooking this quinoa like you would cook rice. You need to be able to cover it completely to simmer it later. Cool?
Okay. Yes.
So what you want to do now is preheat whatever you're using at, again, around medium heat. Okay, we're going to saute our onion first. All the Saladmaster people in the house, you're not gonna use cooking oil to saute our onion, right? But for Amika, you're gonna need possibly a little bit of oil, okay, to saute your onions. So everybody's doing that?
Okay, so we're preheating.
We're preheating. So while we're preheating, my husband is trying to, are you gonna talk about, okay, why don't you tell them?
No, I was just wondering if you stumbled upon us on Facebook. I understand that sometimes this show just pops up on your screens. And what are we making today? We are making quinoa with roasted garlic. Okay, we're gonna be adding some spinach and tomatoes there. So it's a very flavorful version of steamed quinoa, and it's one of our favorites. And as well as a dessert, we will be making sweet potato brownies. So the format of this show is that we cook everything within 1 hour with you guys live. So welcome and thank you for joining us today.
Okay. So the name of our dish, I don't have a name for it. It's just Marvie's favorite way of cooking quinoa. Okay. And I hope you guys will love this too. And then I wanted to make mention, everybody, this is actually originally about a 9-ingredient thing when I used to make it. The one thing I omitted for today that you can actually add, I'm looking at Roy because some of you might like spicy hot stuff. You can actually add some crushed red peppers here if you like spicy stuff. Okay, I omitted that in your ingredient list, but you can actually add that. So is everyone's thing done preheating? Yes.
You'll know when the red light stops blinking.
Right, for those who are using EOC. Okay, okay. Now we can add our onion. Okay, add your onion to your EOC. You don't use any oil, and that's okay. What you're gonna want to do, yeah, chop the onion thinly sliced. Yes.
Just, yeah, you have to mince it, Roy.
Finely chop your onions. If you want to be particular, the best type of onion for this dish is actually shallots. Okay, but we don't have shallots right now. I didn't have time to go get some, so we're using your typical. Is this the sweet ones, honey?
This is the
I think
white.
we're doing
Yeah,
the.
we're using the white onion.
We're
Yep.
using the white onion.
So I
Okay.
minced it. This is a cup for us because we're doing 2 batches, but you only need half a cup if you're cooking using the ratios that we published in
Yes.
the invitation.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So we're adding our onion now as well.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to wait a
saute
little
our
bit more.
onion. It's okay, honey,
okay.
and then you can cover it.
Okay. All right, there you go. So my pan is not completely hot yet.
It's okay. So as you can see, we're just going to make use of the moisture from our onion to saute this, okay? This is one of the ways that we do things differently with Saladmaster. So while we're sauteing our onion, here we go.
I'm just gonna cover it to allow it to heat up faster.
Faster. So right after you saute your onion, if you want to add some red pepper flakes, that's when to add some red pepper flakes, okay? Right after you saute your onion. And then if you're done sauteing your onion, the next thing that's going to go in is your uncooked quinoa.
Okay.
Okay? This hasn't been rinsed. So this is straight from the bag. You don't have to rinse it.
So if you roast it, it gives it that South American flavor, and that it's more aromatic that way. So I'm looking for our timer.
It's right there beside you.
Oh, here. Okay.
If it was a snake, it would have bitten him anyway.
So I need it's still not.
No, it's easier to just keep stirring it and it's okay. Okay? Is everybody sauteing their onion good?
Okay, Kuya, you can spotlight the pan now. There you go.
All right.
So we have the moisture coming out now. So you'll see that if you're using the Saladmaster pan, you actually don't need the oil, right?
Now we're adding our quinoa. Like I said earlier, I'm actually doing a double batch. So what we just added there is actually 4 cups of quinoa. For the rest of you, you're using just 2 cups, right? You may add your quinoa now if you're done sauteing your onions. Okay, so we just added our quinoa. Then we're going to kind of like roast this, stirring continually for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, together with our onion. So we're going to do this for 3 minutes. We can do it for 3 minutes.
And you'll visually see it. It's going to change color. It's going to be darker brown.
Here we go. Everybody okay? There you go. So just keep stirring continually for about 2 minutes to 3, Dawn. You want to make sure that your quinoa gets like fried, kind of like fried without anything, right? Without oil.
Like
just
toasted,
the moisture from your onions. Make sure you guys that you're timing your you all are doing your garlic on the stove top, right?
How many minutes for the garlic?
We're going to wait for the clicking sound, and then we're going to time it starting at the clicking sound, about 40 minutes.
So we have it on medium at the stove top, the garlic. And once it clicks, the valve, then lower it to, then we're going to simmer it.
No, not simmer. Let me just, because we're roasting the garlic, so there's no simmering in the garlic. That's a different way of cooking it. Sorry, that's not how we're going to cook it, honey. Not that way.
Okay.
I'll tell people as we go along. Is there any questions so far? Everybody's able to follow along well? Dawn, I see that you're just chill, relaxing, right? That is so cool.
Our quinoa has started to change color, but we have about a minute more.
I cranked up my heat a little bit. I'm at medium high because I want my quinoa to be a little bit more roasty. Okay, roasted. So Joanna, are you roasting your quinoa still at 350? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Then after that, we have 1 more minute.
Yeah, we have 1 more minute, but I'm going to add more if you want it brown. I didn't know you wanted it more.
Yeah, we're going to have ours a little bit more brown. If yours is already brown because you all are just doing 2 cups, what you need to do next is now add your wine. Your 1/4 cup of wine. Okay? Mikael, can you please go back to the spotlight, to the main camera, please? Thank you. When we're doing the same thing, I don't want to keep showing you the same thing. I'd rather you see my face so I can talk to you. Anyway, so while we're roasting our quinoa, still kind of like browning it because we have so much more, this is going to take a little bit longer for us, okay? For you all that you've added your wine already, right? So again, similar thing. Don't touch your temperature as far as your stove top is concerned. Keep it at that. And then you will continue to stir until the wine that you added is completely absorbed and gone. Okay? Until it's dried out. You want your wine to be completely absorbed. Now, if you're wondering, Marvie, is there a better kind of white wine to use for this? Honestly, it doesn't really matter for as long as it's white wine and it's not the sweet kind. Okay?
So as long as it's dry, then it should be good.
Yes. All right. So we're all stirring for all our wine to be gone and be absorbed, right? Okay. So let me tell you a story. I don't know if you guys got to see or watch the video invite. Not many people realize how quinoa is incredibly nutritious. I have a fun fact for you all. Do you know that NASA is actually studying out quinoa to be one of the foods that our astronauts will bring in the air, in the outer space? And there's several reasons for that. Quinoa is much easier to grow apparently, and because it's packed with so much nutrition, then it will be able to sustain people even with just a little amount. Did you see the video invite? Do you realize a cup of quinoa contains 8 grams of protein? So if you eat quinoa with your 3 meals in a day, you have 24 grams of protein from your quinoa alone.
Which is awesome, right?
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't think many people realize that. Okay.
So, I think I mentioned it last week that I had gone on this detox diet. Well, I just found out that I react to white rice. So throughout that detox diet for 10 days, I had been eating quinoa. So now we just continued it, which is healthier for me.
Right. So the story of our family is that for the longest time, I've been trying to eat brown rice. Okay. And it's been difficult to kind of like transition the rest of the family to brown rice. They don't like brown rice as much.
Yep.
But like what he said, when he started doing the Daniel plan and he started doing quinoa, oops, everybody realized and remembered we all love quinoa, right?
That's right.
So now we're going to transition to quinoa for our home. So is your wine gone? Completely gone?
Okay.
Completely absorbed?
We'll add our wine as well.
Okay. If your wine is completely absorbed at this point, the next thing that you're going to add is your ta-da, stock or broth of choice, whatever you have. So for my vegan friends or those who are trying to go vegan and who are vegetarian, you can use your vegetable broth for this.
That wine smells good.
Okay.
I like the smell of wine.
Crank it up to high, honey, because then we're not going to finish in time. He keeps putting it back at medium. But if you don't notice, our burner, it's a really old one. And it's smaller than the bottom of the pan we're using. So we need to use higher temperature in it if we're going to keep up with the rest of you all. Okay? Okie dokes. So if you've added your broth at this point, you're just going to wait for that to boil, okay? Rapid boiling. So you don't touch it or anything, just wait for it to rapidly boil. Okay? And then while you're waiting for it to boil, you may also add at this point your salt and pepper to taste. Okay? For this batch, if you want to keep this quinoa dish as neutral as possible, then don't go too much on your salt. I would highly recommend try using just a teaspoon or less, half a teaspoon if you want, okay, in the beginning, and then you can adjust it to your taste.
Okay, so since we're doing 4 cups, we're gonna do 8 cups of broth.
Is that done?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do 7 cups
Okay.
because for each batch you only do 3.5, right? You want to be careful not to put too much broth in this one. It's not going to destroy it necessarily, but you're not going to have the nutty flavor and crunch if you do that. It's going to be so much softer. But if you like the texture that way, then by all means, push the amount of broth to 4 cups instead of 3.5.
Okay.
Make sense?
So one of these is already 4 cups. I'm just gonna add everything.
So we're adding our broth as well. Are you with us? There you go. And then we're going to wait for it to boil rapidly. And then
we're going to add 3 more cups.
Here we go, honey.
Okay. Just a sec.
And I'll help him by adding our salt. So this is a teaspoonful of salt. I'm going to use a whole teaspoon because like I said, we're doing 2 batches, right? I told you, go easy on salt and use half a teaspoon, but you may add as you please.
Okay, that's 7 cups right there.
There you go. And then we're going to cover this to wait for it to boil rapidly just because we have a huge batch that we're trying to make. Okay? Has your quinoa boiled at this point? Has anyone's quinoa boiled? Not yet? Dawn, you're waiting for it to boil still? Okay. So while waiting for that to boil, grab the pitcher for your blender, whatever blender or processor you have at home. Okay? While we're waiting for that to boil. Ta-da! I have my blender. What are we going to do with the blender? Here. This is where you're going to add your ingredients for your sweet potato brownies. We're going to blend it first here. All right? So grab your blender, whatever you have, and you start with your sweet potatoes, okay? The mashed sweet potatoes. Put it in the blender. And then right after the sweet potatoes, add your cocoa. And I have to tell you all, we're actually making 2 batches of this as well. You know, I like making big batches because aside from having it for our family, I like giving it away. So when we have friends who are nearby and are able to watch us and they're like, I want some, I seriously tell them, come get some because I do have extra. So after the sweet potato, honey, here, can you please dump the cocoa?
Okay.
Now, if you noticed, I did say your cocoa powder, you can go between 1/4 to 2/3 of a cup. If you don't want dark chocolate, just do 1/4 cup. Okay. But if you're like me who loves dark chocolate, I'm pushing it. Okay. I added more. So you're going to have to adjust this, but the baseline amount will be 1/4 of a cup for this recipe. Okay.
Okay.
After the cocoa, you add your almond butter.
Okay. So we got this new.
Oh, actually, do your sweetener first.
Oh.
Which sweetener are you using? We are actually using maple syrup, pure maple syrup. If you know me, that's my favorite choice for sweetening.
Okay. Yeah, we got this new almond butter, so the consistency is a little different from last week. I do want to say hi to Jay from Australia watching us today, and we got Princess Mimi, Badette, Bang, Rowena.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by.
Jonathan, Michael, Rick Munoz, how are you, buddy? And Chet Sebanico, I know her.
All
Hello,
right.
Chet.
Now, if your 1/4 has started clicking, has your 1/4 started clicking, Julie, Joanna, and Dawn? I'm doing a roll call. Remember your roasted garlic, your garlic, has it started clicking?
Yeah, ours has.
Yes, ours has. Lower your temperature to medium low, lower it. Put it down to medium low, and then you're going to leave it there for like 30 more minutes, okay?
So you could hear it. You can still hear the clicking.
Yes. Turn it down to medium low and time it for 20 minutes.
Tina Ames, hi.
Hi,
We're
Tina.
making quinoa today and sweet potato brownies.
Ooh, is Shane with us? Shane, you should cook with us one of these days, okay? So there we go. And you're going to blend all of these together or process it, okay? All 4 ingredients now we're going to blend until it's really smooth, okay? Like a brownie batter. Cool. I'm gonna do that on my side because
I can do it. So just blend.
yes,
Okay.
until it's really, really smooth.
Cover your ears.
Cover your ears. Sometimes our speaker, our microphone is able to muffle it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Are we all good? I'm the one who can hear it. It's loud. All right. Everyone following along so far? Hey, I want to say hi to a very special lady. I saw that you're still here. Ma'am Busy, you're still here. Yay. My very good friend from San Diego. I'm so glad to see you here again. I know you may not be happy that you're still here in the United States. I know you're raring to go home. I'm kind of happy I can still.
I am not. I'm in Nigeria now.
You are.
I'm in Nigeria now. Yes, I'm watching from Nigeria.
Hi. See, we have
Hello.
somebody who's watching us all the way from Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mom. What time
You're
is it
welcome.
there?
It's 11:30 at night.
11:30 at night.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
your
wow.
midnight snack.
Thank you so much, Mom.
Hi. You're welcome.
So loyal.
Hey, Marvie, the quinoa is boiling now. The quinoa.
Sorry, I can't hear. Say it again, Dawn.
The quinoa is boiling now in the E-asy.
Okay.
I need to turn
Now
it.
what you want to do is lower your temperature to 225 in your E-asy because you're going to simmer it at this point until all your broth is absorbed. That's going to take about 20 minutes. If you want it faster, you can bring up your temperature to as much as 250, 275, okay? But because we're already like at what time? 5:32, maybe you can bring it up to 275. So you go from 350 to 275. Okay. Mikael, can you please spotlight Anthony Ekpenyong? That's Mom Busy right there. Can you spotlight Miss Mom Busy real quick? Hi, everybody. Say hi to my very good friend who's watching us from Nigeria.
Hello.
11:30 at night. Thank you so much.
Hello.
It is so nice to see you here. All right, Mikael, thank you. Can we go back? My husband is going to keep blending. Sorry, we had to turn our microphone really quickly because it was so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it, okay? So while you're simmering this, you're done blending, done your sweet potato and everything else. Now grab your 9-inch, Amika. If you're done blending all your ingredients for your sweet potato brownies, grab your dish, whatever you're using, okay? In our case, we're using our 9-inch. Roy, Julie, what you're gonna need to do is spray or put some butter, just a little bit on this one, because I want you to see what it looks like later, okay? So I'm gonna grab my butter because this is my favorite thing to do. So what I normally do when I bake is I get a brush. I like using a brush. Here we go. And my butter that's at room temperature, and that's what I use. Okay, just at the bottom. Now, if you want to keep this completely vegan, what you need to do is just grab whatever oil you have. You can even use a spray, an avocado spray or an olive oil spray. Okay? Just for myself, because honestly, you guys, I really love butter. So anytime I can put in some butter, I do it. Okay? So that's what we do with our 9-inch. For everyone else, Joanna and everyone else, I'm going to tell you that this brownie butter that you're going to end up making in your 9-inch, Dawn and everyone else, it's not going to be as thick, okay? It will be thin, only because this is a bigger piece. So Amika, you can actually do this in your bread pan or whatever you have, okay? So after doing the oil or spray,
there you go.
We're gonna add our batter. Honey, you wanna do it?
I need to get the
Okay.
charging cord.
All right. Oh, you can use mine. So here's my, do you see this? Now we're going to put everything in our 9-inch skillet. So everyone who's not familiar, we are actually baking our brownies on the stovetop. All right? We're not going to use the big oven. And we're using a regular covered skillet to bake it in.
All right.
There you go.
Camera set up once again.
Here you go, honey. My honey is very diligent. He doesn't forget to say hi to people.
Hello to Regs, Joy J, Elena, and I guess I already said hi to everybody else.
Hello, Elena Bernades. Hi, lady. My good friend Elena is a mean baker. I'm gonna order some things from you soon because I see the post on Facebook. I love pastries. So here,
Okay.
my brownies is actually going to be really thick, honey. Now the thing about this brownie, Amika, you're going to bake this for only 20 minutes at 350 degrees. Why is it fast? Because your sweet potato to begin with is actually already cooked. Remember? Okay. There's my brownie.
Okay, can we use the spotlight, Mick, so we could show it to them? We're doing a double batch, so you'll see that it's a little bit thicker than usual. For the rest of you, it should just be the regular thickness of a brownie.
Right.
Thank you, Kuya.
And we're baking it here, honey. Can you put it in there?
Okay.
At medium heat.
Okay.
Okay. So the good thing about this, Julie and Roy, because this has no raw egg, right? You can literally taste the batter before you bake it and decide if you want a little bit more sweetness to it, because this is cooked potato. Mmm, so good.
Thank you. No.
But no.
I'll do it later. I want the cooked one.
I'm so excited, you guys, but it's cooked. The sweet potato is cooked,
That's true.
right? So we are baking this on medium heat for 20 minutes as well. So the difference is we're not using the big oven. I'm sorry. Did I hit you? I'm not using the big oven. We did not preheat. We're using a regular covered skillet at medium heat to begin with.
I think this will finish at the same time as our garlic because we have 20 more minutes for the garlic as well.
Okay.
Is it boiling
How's
now?
everybody doing? Our quinoa just started boiling, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit.
Yeah.
Chad,
Yeah.
where can we bake the brownie? Is it
The 9-inch
Oh,
skillet.
top.
sa kuan?
This
Stove top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Okay, yeah, we got it, but we want to make sure it's not in the oven.
No, it's
No.
in the stove top.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Medium only, medium.
Okay. All right. So we're starting our cake at medium, but we're actually going to lower this after 5 minutes to medium low because we never bake our cake in the Saladmaster at medium. It will burn it. Isn't that crazy? When you're baking with your Saladmaster cooking system, you always just need medium low heat. I just turned this to medium to speed up the process a little bit so we can finish on time, okay? So Dawn, this will be on medium for only 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turn it low, medium low, okay? Not low, low, medium low. But the whole time of doing that together will be 20 minutes. So 5 minutes on medium, 15 minutes on medium low. Cool?
Hi, Natalia. I just saw you sign on in. Thanks for joining us from Rio Grande Valley.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so you hear this? It's clicking really loudly. I'm going to lower this so we can simmer this until it's done. All right? Everybody doing okay? I can smell our garlic. Can you smell your garlic? The garlic that's roasting. So honestly, before Saladmaster, when I used to do this quinoa dish, I always have to get myself ready. You know why? It takes more than an hour to prepare it because the roasting of the garlic alone in the traditional manner with the use of the big oven, it takes about an hour, just the roasting of the garlic alone. So altogether, it takes me about an hour and a half to create this dish. And it's typically more like a side dish, right? Because then you're going to want to eat something else with it. But here, let me give you a tip. Okay? Another way to cook this as a variation is this. Instead of using fresh tomatoes like we're doing today, you can actually use sun-dried tomatoes. Cut it up into small pieces, and you could have thrown it in here while you're simmering your quinoa. That's one. Okay, that's one way. The only reason I don't use sun-dried tomatoes is because sometimes I find it a little bit sour. I'm not a big fan of sour stuff. I want sour to be at a minimum.
Now, if
That's
you're
why.
wondering why we roast our garlic, it brings out a different kind of flavor that goes really well with roasted quinoa that we're making
Toasted
today.
quinoa,
Yeah, the
yes.
toasted quinoa.
Mhm.
So we've also tried it actually where we saute the garlic along with the onions.
Right,
at
just
the
the
beginning.
regular,
Just the regular way.
minced.
That also has a different flavor to it. You know, we can add turmeric to that, or you could add saffron. It's all up to you, right? But we're showing to you this particular way because it's really, really good. I'm pretty sure. Let us know what you think later on.
Mhm.
If it's worth the wait roasting that garlic.
If you're a garlic fan like me, then you know that it will be worth the wait, okay? Because roasted garlic is phenomenal. It tastes a little bit sweet. I don't know how to explain it, but to me, it ends up tasting a little bit sweet. Okay? So is everybody able to keep up?
Hi, Erwina. Thanks for
Yes?
joining.
All right, perfect. So again, I do want to say hi to our friends in UAE, in
That's
United
right.
Arab Emirates, because consistently I see a lot of you watching our videos, even these cooking classes on replay, which are like an hour long.
Yeah,
And I'm
thank
like,
you.
oh, they're watching us. So whether you're making the dishes that we are trying to share with you or not, thank you for dropping by. But in case that you actually ended up cooking something that we shared with you, we would really appreciate it if you send us a photo. I just chatted with a friend, Wang Encarnacion, all the way from the Philippines, who told me last night, I actually watch you always, and I sometimes make what you teach. So I'm like, send me the photos. Come on.
Yeah,
That's the biggest compliment.
we've also
right?
heard that some other friends of ours do a watch party way after this is done.
Mhm.
So let's say they make it for lunch on a Wednesday. They
Yes.
host a watch party and then people join them. So thank you for doing that. Again, share your pictures. That would be
Yes.
so encouraging.
The most recent person I know of who hosted a watch party on replay is Grace Goko. Okay? Our good friend Grace Goko. Thank you so much for doing that. Let us know how that was for you. Okay? This is fun. I mean, when we hear about people like doing our classes on replay, we're like, yay! If we're able to teach you something, at least that is phenomenal. Okay?
Hi, Ninang Ellie. We're making quinoa today with roasted garlic and sweet potato brownie.
Sorry, I'm trying to turn low because I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
All right.
Marvie, if the
Yes.
water, if everything's boiled out, what do I do next?
Okay, if it's boiling, you're supposed to lower your temperature to simmer it because you want all the broth to be absorbed, like you're cooking rice,
Mhm.
right? So you
Yeah.
lower your temperature to simmer, like high simmer, about 2 or 3 on your stovetop.
Okay.
Okay, until all the broth is gone. Okay, so ours is almost gone. Yay! We have 15 minutes on the clock. We're like, chop, chop. Steve, Lex and Walter cooking on steroids. Where did they go?
They're there, except that you have to scroll
Okay,
in this particular view.
let me fix this. Okay.
So quinoa is a seed, right?
Yeah, it's technically a seed.
So actually you will, after it's cooked, you allow it to sit for a few minutes and you will see it will actually start to expand. And it will have those little, I can't describe it, but it becomes fluffy. And then you'll start to see it just like the way you see quinoa when it's served at the restaurant.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
My all the liquid is evaporated out of my quinoa.
Okay, you're done.
So let it sit for 10 minutes, right? For 10 minutes.
No,
Joanna.
no.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That's how I do it when I do my quinoa.
No, we're not letting this sit for 10 minutes. So turn off your heat, Joanna, and then you're gonna add your spinach at this point.
Oh, okay.
Okay, your spinach and your tomatoes. And after you add those, mix it up really well, cover it back up, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. What you're doing is you're kind of like cooking and wilting your spinach and your tomato a little bit with the heat that's remaining.
Okay.
Okay? And why are we doing that? Because, you guys, quinoa, or rather your spinach, your spinach and tomatoes, those two things are actually better cooked. Did you know that? So a lot of people enjoy tomatoes raw, which there's nothing wrong with that. Well, some people don't realize that tomato is better cooked. You end up with more lycopene content. What is lycopene?
It's the healthy nutrient in tomatoes.
It's a very powerful.
Marv,
Huh?
question. Do we slice the cherry tomatoes?
Yeah, you
Yes.
slice it in half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Half or quarter jewel, depending on you. That's up to you. Okay. You can also use Roma tomatoes. That's fine, but you probably will just have to remove the seeds because the seeds of the Roma tomatoes, personally, they're too much bigger for me. So I would rather remove the seeds. Okay. So either way. So again, Amika, Joanna, when all your broth is gone, turn off everything, your heat, but then start adding your spinach, tomatoes, stir it really well, cover it, leave it there for 5 to 10 minutes. You're gonna allow that remaining heat to cook up a little bit your tomatoes and your spinach. Because once again, they're better cooked. Okay, do you know what the other vegetables are that are actually better cooked? Do you know, honey? Asparagus and carrots are also better cooked. Okay, if you guys do your research, you will find a list of these things that I'm telling you. Cool. Okay.
As long as it's not at boiling temperature.
So how many more minutes do we have on our?
For the garlic, it's about 10 more minutes.
Okay. 10 more minutes on our garlic. So our garlic is going to be like pretty much like on the dot, photo finish, right? Now, are you done with your quinoa? After you stir your quinoa and you've allowed it to sit, okay? Now you can add, which I said was optional, your Parmesan cheese to garnish. Now, very important. You don't add your Parmesan cheese to the whole batch. You know why? When you reheat your leftover later, you don't want your Parmesan cheese to be heated up and in effect be cooked. Why? Because Parmesan cheese is best when it's not cooked. It alters its taste when you apply heat to it. So Parmesan cheese is your type of cheese that is best for garnishing. You just add it as you go along. Cool? Okay, so what we normally do is after this, we serve our quinoa with the spinach and tomatoes, and then we ask each person, do you want some Parmesan cheese? Yes, no, then we add. Want some Parmesan cheese? Yes, no, and then we add. That's why don't you notice in restaurants, they do the same thing? Sometimes they go around, right, in Italian restaurants, and they ask you some cheese. It's their Parmesan cheese that they put freshly grated a lot of times onto your dish.
Do we grate ours now?
Yes, we can grate ours now. Is everybody okay?
So hi to Catherine. Thanks for joining us.
Which Catherine?
This is Catherine Corbita. And then, of course, those who are watching from Dumaguete. Hello. We do have the names. Are we going to be doing something with the names?
Okay, so I have a surprise for all of you because we have quite a bit of people cooking with us, different households, right? The Lichten Walters, the Ribas, the Websters. Who else is cooking with us? I'm missing someone. Julian Roy. Who else? You're trying to move me? Oh, okay, my husband is like, what are you trying to do? Okay, I'm gonna move. Move to the side. So for you all, I have, I'm going to draw a name from all those people who are cooking with us today. And you are going to get a, here.
So I'm using cone number 1 for those of you who have this food processor.
Shredder.
Oops, sorry.
Something's on the way. All right. So while he's grating our Parmesan cheese, here, I want to show you. One of you is going to win this ladle from Saladmaster. Simply for joining us today. Yay! I'm going to do the names, okay? And I'm going to draw in front of you all. So you can see that I did not choose. All right. Ours is also done. Look at this. John, look at this. I love this feature of Saladmaster, the way that it holds the lid, right? Can you see this? If my son spotlights the thing. I don't know if you can see it. Mikael, there you go. All right.
I think that's good enough.
So this is done. Our quinoa is also done.
So we have our grated cheese.
You're
as
not gonna
well.
add it to this.
Yeah.
We're gonna add it
wanna show
one
it.
at a time. But look, do you see how many servings this is? This is about 12 to 15 servings of quinoa. If you do 1 cup per serving, okay? So we are also done. And then, honey, we're going to add our spinach and our tomatoes to this one, okay? Are you guys all able to see this? All the smoke is going to the camera. I'm like, oh no, can you even see this? So all the tomatoes going in at this point. And don't be shocked by the amount of spinach that we're gonna add in. Okay, honey, can you please do this so I can do the meats real quick?
Okay.
And talk to them, please.
Okay. All right. Let me just spill a little bit of water here. So there's our spinach, everyone. It's a bowl full of spinach. It's okay. This is gonna be our vegetable serving for the next couple of days. So when you mix it in, obviously it's gonna cook, right? It's gonna wilt the leaves. Joanna, are you done with basically your quinoa dish?
What did you say?
Are you done? Like all the spinach is wilted at this point for yours?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and spotlight that so we could show it. Are you set up to be able to share it, or?
I can try.
Okay. We can come back to you. Who's the other one? Amika, you're also done, right? Because I think yours boiled earlier. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready to share as well so we could spotlight it.
You can do it.
You can? Okay, so Mikael, can you spotlight Amika's camera so we could see what her quinoa dish looks like? There, you're on.
You see it?
Oh, there you go. Nice. Dinner's ready for the Webster family. Make sure you take a photo, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And then maybe the Lichten Walters, are you also done with your spinach and tomatoes? Yes. Okay. So, Mikael, can we turn the
Ooh.
camera over to Steve and Dawn so we could see their quinoa dish? Okay. Hi, Dawn. We see you now. You're a spotlight. There you go. Wow.
Looks so pretty. Have you tried it yet?
It's very fluffy too. Nice. Nice job.
Have you tried it yet? Not yet. Steve, are you going to try it for us and let us know right now without your
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, now our garlic is done too.
Garlic. Okay.
The garlic is cooked enough at this point. I think all of our garlic is done at this point. What we're gonna have to do now is cool it down a little bit, or you can wear your gloves if you're going to be look, our perfectly roasted garlic. Mikael, can you show this please? That was done on our 1 quart on the
See,
stovetop.
it's not burnt, but it's golden brown.
Perfect. Isn't that crazy? It smells so good.
Smells so good.
All right. Honey, you can keep it with you because we're going to add it to the quinoa
Okay.
at this point. Perfect.
Are we gonna add it now?
It's up to you. If you can handle it, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, as you can see, our batch is really big. This is gonna be until maybe Wednesday for us.
All right.
Unless if somebody wants to drop by. So if you're watching, you live nearby, feel free to drop by. We'll share with you our quinoa.
Yes. So how's your sweet potato brownies going, everybody? Make sure you don't burn it, okay? Did you remember to turn it to medium low or closer to low? Okay. Amika, are you doing okay with your garlic? No, it smells so good. Okay, now here are the names of the people who are cooking with us today. Ta-da! And I'm shaking it, I'm shaking it, I'm shaking it. Honey, do you want to draw the name?
No, I'm gonna scoop in the garlic. So
He doesn't want to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, it smells so good. I love this roasted garlic, you all. Okay, Everyone ready? Where's the thing that I'm giving away? Here. So the winner of our Saladmaster ladle is dun, 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 dun. There are the 4 names. Da, 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 da. Here. Okay. Honey, can you read? 1, 2, 3.
It's Joanna.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Joanna, you won the ladle. Yay!
Oh yeah, we were gonna show Joanna, Mikael. Can you show the camera to her so we could?
Yes, please.
Oops, that means our brownie's done.
Our brownie is also done. Yay! So Joanna, here, I'm gonna talk to you so we can figure out. Ooh, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna bring your ladle. See?
Yeah. So sorry, we saw the Licton Walters, right? Make sure you take a photo, Steve and Dawn, and then can we shift to Dawn? Sorry, can we shift to Joanna, Mikael?
What do we do with the garlic?
Here.
Now here, we're scooping out the meat.
Oh yeah, you see it?
Do you want to show Dad, Mikael? So he has the garlic beside him and the 1 quart. Okay, Amika, it will be from your dish. You're going to start scooping up your garlic that was roasted, and you're going to start adding it to your quinoa
it's
now.
soft enough, right? It just detaches from its shell.
So you're simply adding it in. You're not going to cook it with your quinoa. Why? It's been roasted. You just cooked it separately. Now you're adding it to your quinoa dish. Okay? Let me grab some of the skin and the paper stuff because it's going in there.
It's okay.
All right. Yay. Okay. Now the other thing that I want to...
Well, we wanted to show Joanna. So Mikael, can we shift the camera to Miss Joanna?
Oh, we have 1 more minute on the clock. That went by really fast, huh?
Okay, there you go. Hi. Hi, Joanna. Congratulations on the ladle.
Let me see your quinoa, lady.
Oh, we can't see it yet. You have to lift your camera and face it downward to the dish.
Oh, you want to see my quinoa?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Well, and I just decided to add more spinach to it, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. You saw all the spinach that we did, huh? We added like 4 cups of spinach to it.
Exactly. So I added twice as much.
Yeah, so you understand how nutritious this thing is, right?
And it's so good. I tasted it. It's delicious.
So there you go.
And I've made quinoa before, but this is better.
Yay. See?
So here's mine.
Perfect.
Quite wilted.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at all the greens.
And it's fluffy too. I
Awesome.
like it when the quinoa is fluffy.
Yay. Take a photo, Joanna, okay?
Okay, I will.
And send it to us. Thank you. So everybody, Dawn, you're eating it with your, what did you make? Your chicken drumsticks as well? With the paprika? Is that what you're having with it? What is everybody having with theirs?
We haven't seen Royce and Julie's yet, but it's okay. We'll show you the brownies first because it's 6 o'clock.
I made grilled chicken to go with my quinoa.
Yeah,
Ooh,
awesome.
yum. I tell you, you guys, you can have this without anything. I would. It's like so good and nutritious by itself.
We baked some salmon for ours.
Yeah. Hey, can we show your dish, Julie and Roy?
Sure.
Okay, Mikael, can we shift to we're gonna flip our brownie over, but we're gonna show Roy and Julie's dish. There. Hi. You're on spotlight now.
1 second.
Hello. That's Julie, everyone.
Oh no.
Can you see?
We see your ceiling.
Oh,
There you go.
Really?
Yay.
there.
Awesome.
Our
Look,
brownie's not completely done, honey.
okay.
So whose brownie is done at this point?
I guess Amika's would be done. Oh, who was that? Was it Royce?
Can you see your brownies?
Sorry, who was
No.
that? We missed that. Roy, was that you? You said your brownie's done?
I think so.
You want to show it? You ready to show it, or you want to flip it over first into a plate?
Flip 5, flip sa.
Okay, you're gonna flip it.
All right, well, we're doing that and we're waiting on ours as well. I'm sorry, you guys, we're gonna go overtime for 3 more minutes, okay? I'm sorry about that, but this was a worthy dish to share with you at a lengthy time because this is awesome. I wanna share with you the next person who has the right to claim the mini bracer pan today is, drum roll. I don't know where she is, but is she your friend again? But the next person who will get a chance to claim the 4.5 quart mini bracer pan is dun, 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 Rowena Sambilay.
Oh, when? No, she's in the Philippines.
Oh, she's in the Philippines again.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. Honey, can you explain what we can do?
Sorry, friend. Well, the problem is we have to ship it, and so it takes quite a while, right? And it isn't really cost efficient. So we're limiting the chance to claim the mini bracer pan to those in the United States. So Marvie's gonna choose another name. As you can see, I'm still making our quinoa, and we have so much garlic. I'm halfway through the garlic. Who's ready to show their brownie?
Who's ready to show their brownie?
Is anyone's brownie done?
Ours is not. That's why I'm holding off on it because our brownie, like I said, is double batch. It's thicker. But I want to show you, this is something that I'm going to add to the brownie when it's done. Okay. And this is your optional thing. That's why I asked you if you can have a chocolate bar and you can grate it with whatever grater you have, Amika. Okay. Whatever chocolate bar you have, and you will add that. You can add that to your sweet potato on top later, especially if you feel like you want it to be a little bit sweeter. So I am a dark chocolate fan. So I have a dark chocolate bar. Julie and Roy, do you see what I'm doing? This is gonna go on top of my brownie, chocolate ribbons. I'm using cone number 2, the stringer. Ta-da! Amika, you can use any grater that you have, but preferably one bigger one, the grater that's bigger, okay? With a bigger cut. There you go. Ta-da! My husband is plating the brownie. It's 6:04.
No, the quinoa.
Oh, the quinoa, sorry. And we're gonna sign up. I'm gonna make sure to give you send you a photo or show you a photo on our Facebook page as to how this turned out because we're running late on our brownie. There you go. Okie dokes.
Okay. So Mikael, if you could show my camera over here.
So this is our quinoa with some Parmesan cheese that was freshly
There you go.
grated.
I don't know if our camera is clear enough. Okay, thank you, Kuya.
Okay, there you go. What are we gonna eat with this?
So
I'm
here,
also
I
gonna
think the
make some
front camera is
salmon
better.
really fast.
That's our quinoa dish. So just garnish it with some freshly grated Parmesan.
And you're good to go.
Or you could have crushed pepper too if you want it a little bit more spicy. Yep. Black
Okay.
pepper will do too.
So the next person that we picked for the 4.5 quart, I'm so sorry, Wang, is a JK. Where
Jay
is
from
JK?
Australia. You just had a show with her, remember?
Oh, that's Jay.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay. It's good to see you here. I hope you enjoyed this thing.
So
Make this.
maybe what we could do is we'll just let you know. You keep posted on our page, okay? But we will pick another name. Unless you want to pick it now.
Okay, I'm gonna go real quick because I have a minute. Oh no, we're really late at this point.
Okay, so who did we not see yet? Whose brownie is done? Anyone? I guess brownie is still cooking, huh? How is Darren and Twanda doing?
We're good. Just watching today.
Oh, you're just watching today. Okay, I see your camera. Amika, is your brownie done?
I just did the quinoa.
Oh, you just did the quinoa.
Yeah. It's so good.
Thank you. Take a photo, okay, before it's all gone.
All right. Well, you guys, I'm having a problem, technical difficulties, but we're going to announce the winner, or the person rather, who can claim this 4.5 quart on our page, okay? So try to watch out for that on our page. But anyway, we need to sign off. We've gone over time. Thank you so much once again for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this quinoa dish that our family loves. Okay, this can stay in your refrigerator for about a week. Your brownies, if you want to keep that, you just have to slice it and then individually wrap it in a parchment paper and then put it in a Ziploc bag. You can keep that in your fridge for about a week.
Same as last week. Since this is like almond butter, right? That's our base, and the sweet potato. You'll need to allow time for it to settle, for it to
Yes.
be hard enough.
Yes.
And then otherwise it might just crumble or like be too soft, right? So we'll show you a photo of the finished product just like we did last week. But everyone, thank you so much again for joining us. So we're signing off at this time. Chad and
Marvie, bye.
have a good Sunday night. Enjoy
And a
your
week
quinoa.
ahead.
Thank you.
Bye.